Hello, and welcome back to The Exchange. I'm your host, Ruby Jones, and I have a special episode lined up for you today. When you think of Denver International Airport, you probably think of departures, arrivals, and steady crowds of travelers moving from gate to gate. But tucked along Concourse B, just past the shoe shine stand and steps away from Gate 53, there's a brand new business helping people prepare for takeoff in a whole new way. A Shaving Grace Hairport is the clever name behind Denver International Airport's first ever Concourse-situated barbershop. This bold new concept was founded by Vida Humphries, who everyone calls Blue. It's a barbershop kiosk that delivers premium grooming services right inside one of the busiest airports in the country. Designed for families on vacation, business travelers on tight schedules, pilots, flight attendants, and the airport workforce itself, the shop offers efficient, high-quality haircuts, beard trims, and even quick shampoos, all without the straight razor, so customers can refresh their look without risking a missed flight. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturdays until 7 p.m., A Shaving Grace Hairport is redefining travel style. With a curated selection of premium grooming products and a promise to help every client look good on the fly, this new venture is making waves, literally and figuratively, on Concourse B.
Cutting all the braids off and no, I'm joking. What, you just want to edge it up? Do you want to cut this down some?
Like this part?
Yeah.
This one?
Okay. Do you want to taper this a little bit on the sides too, or just? Okay. All right. So you said you flying to Hawaii? Okay. For like vacation?
And for work a little bit. I'm a private chef. I have a client that's out there right now.
Oh, okay. So right here we have our double-sided stations. Since we don't have that much room to really maximize this space, we're doing double-sided stations. So this is one side, and then let's go over to the other side. This is the other side, and that's my son over there. So it allows us to have 4 barber stations while we're saving room and space. Hopefully one of these days we'll get busy enough. Maybe they'll give us a little bit more space where we can add another one. So then if we come around here, this is where we have our price list. And this is a QR code right here that a person can scan if they want to book an appointment. Because a lot of times people they might be in a hurry or something like that, and they say, oh, man, I didn't know it's a barbershop in here. Maybe next time I come through, I know I'm coming through, I can get a haircut. They can easily book an appointment by scanning that QR code. Then over here, we sell a few products. We don't sell a whole lot. A lot of men don't buy too much stuff, but we want to sell hair gels and things like that. And just, so people can have it if they either ran out or something, or a lot of times what happens is TSA might take some stuff from people and they come to us to get a replacement for it. And then over here we have a shampoo bowl. This is a portable shampoo bowl. As you can see, it plugs in, it runs off of electricity. The airport really loves this part of the barbershop because it conserves on water. We didn't have to have plumbing done or anything like that. And this is one of the greenest airports in the country. And I'll show you inside. Inside right here, you have a fresh water tank. I think it's 6 gallons. And then this is where the gray water goes. And then it has a built-in heater. And then it also has a built-in pump to give it pressure. So everything is right here, compacted right here. And so all we do, once the dirty water gets filled, once this goes in here, all we do is we dump it in the janitor's closet or whatever. It's really easy and simple, quick. Then we have to keep hair and stuff from flying everywhere by us being in the middle of the floor. There's food and beverages like all around us. So we have these eye vacs. Sweep the hair up, and when you get close to this, it turns on automatically and it sucks the hair right in. Sometimes at night, it gets a little dark. Up top, we have skylights, and natural light comes in. That's really good. But at nighttime, it gets kind of dark in the hallway. And so we have these adjustable lights here that have their adjustments on them. And it makes it very easy for us to see, and we get the job done that way. This is our little kiosk here. That's it.
How did you come up with the name A Shaving Grace Hairport?
So it's a funny story. One day, my wife and I, we were traveling to Phoenix, Arizona, and we were going to a church conference. And so I had her driving. We had some time to burn before this church conference, and we were just riding around. And she was driving, I was in the passenger seat. And I was looking around Phoenix and looking at the businesses. And I'm always attracted to barbershops and whatever. I love to see. I didn't have a location back then. This was been about 13 years ago. And we're riding, and I see a barbershop, and it said Shaving Grace. Shaving Grace. Shavin Grace. And I was like, oh my God. I said, that's the best name in the world for a barbershop. And I said, if I ever open up a barbershop, I'm going to call it. I said, I'm going to steal that name, but I'm not going to steal it totally. I'm going to make mine sound all the way churchy. And I'm going to call it A Shaving Grace. I'm going to spell it all the way out, so it could be a little bit different from the name of that shop. So that's how I got the name of Shaving Grace. Now, how I got Hairport was, in my neighborhood, there's a barbershop that's called the Hairport. And so I was like, the Hairport? And I was like, that'll be a catchy if for something like inside of an airport. And so I just took both of those and put them together for this location. So
I love it. It's very fitting. It definitely sounds very churchy. Amazing Grace, A Shaving Grace.
and a saving grace.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
How many barbers do you have working here at the kiosk?
as of right now, it's just 3 of us. It holds 4, but hopefully here soon I want to at least have about 8.
Oh, wow.
Because I want to have part-time, I want to have full-time, and then we have to be open every day. We're open 365 days a year, and the hours are long, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, and then Saturday, 7 to 7. So I want to break it up in shifts and just not overwork people. So I want to have enough people to go around, and so the place can run smoothly.
It's been a very busy morning. As we saw, somebody walked up and asked for a lineup as we were speaking. Is it usually like that? Do you get a lot of walk-up traffic, or do people schedule in advance?
So we've been open 11 days, and out of 11 days, there's only been 1 scheduled appointment. 99.9% of our business have been walk-ups, walk-ins. So people normally they have about an hour and a half wait, or some people have layovers and things like that, and they just walk up and get haircuts, and because they have time to burn and stuff like that. So that's
Yeah.
what we've been getting the majority from walk-ups, walk-ins.
So tell me about your built-in lockbox system. I know it allows you to meet airport safety requirements, but can you walk us through the problem that you were trying to solve and what kind of engineering went into solving that problem?
Yeah. So what I've been doing is, since I've been trying to get into airports, I go to these airport conferences, and I meet a lot of people and network. And again, I've been trying to get inside of an airport for 6 years. So since 2020, 2021. And I met a guy, and I was telling him about, I want to put a barbershop in the airport. And he was like, he works in the food industry. And he said, man, Man, I think your implements would probably have to be tethered to something. He said because we have to tether our knives to something so they're not, moving. He said so he said, man, you're gonna have to think of something to maybe tether your instruments to or something like that. And I said, oh, okay. And so I just came up with an idea. I went on Amazon actually and found lock boxes, and so that's where I kind of came up with that idea. And so we keep our shears. We can't have straight razors, that's out, but we can have shears, and they don't have to be tethered to anything as long as they're less than a certain size. So that's where that idea came from.
I really love the kiosk. It is really nice, and it looks like you're able to deliver a premium barbering experience here. How do you manage to do that in a way that you're both efficient and really fast for people who have quick
Yeah.
layovers or who just gotta go?
Yeah. So we have other locations in malls already, and so in a mall we specialize in cutting pretty fast, getting clients in and out, and so we know for sure that we will have to be in and out here in the airport, and so I'm trying my best to hire barbers who are experienced and fast already, so we don't have any complications with people being able to meet with time. So we just, it's really good to have a great technique in cutting, and it just makes everything go fast. And so,
As a Black entrepreneur, you're introducing a first of its kind concept and you're at one of the country's busiest airports. What does the milestone mean to you personally and professionally?
so this really means a lot to me because being I've been a business owner now for 11 years, and this is my 11th location, first airport location. And just to be honest with you, I've dealt with racism in the past and overcome all that. This airport, I love it because they gave me a chance. They have a program here for small businesses, and they have a kiosk program that I love. It's called Provenzano. Um, and that program opened the door, it unlocked the door for me to come and do a kiosk barbershop. Whereas inline spaces are very, very expensive, and it would definitely be unaffordable for somebody like me at this time. But what this does is it gives me a foot in the door, and it allows me to just begin to uh, make probably as much money as I would if I were in an inline space. And so I love this airport. Again, it's the third busiest in the country, and for them to give me this opportunity, I really love it.
Well, congratulations again. It's beautiful. One last question. What do you see as a future aspiration or something you'd like to do after your airport kiosk or your other barber businesses?
So I have a desire to help uh, troubled teens, um, uh, like change their path and their behaviors. I'm from Chicago originally. I grew up in a rough life and stuff like that. So I know if I would have pursued barbering at an early age, it would have been a lot better for me. So I want to help troubled teens, juveniles, maybe go to juvenile detention centers and maybe do like a barber instructor course or a nonprofit that helps inmates who come out of prison, maybe to instruct them in barbering, and so it'll keep them from going to prison. I want to give back that way. So I really have a big heart for helping out in that manner and taking this barbering to the next level that way. So
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. I wish you the best of luck and success at your kiosk, and I can't wait to see the future of A Shaving Grace.
thank you.
Thank you. A Shaving Grace Hairport is a barbershop kiosk that's changing the game and helping travelers look their best at an airport that sees millions of visitors and commuters each year. I want to thank Blue for showing us around his space and Denver International Airport for their efforts to support entrepreneurs and environmentally friendly concepts at one of the biggest airports in the country. If you're traveling through Denver, working a shift, or you simply need to tighten up your look before takeoff, you can book an appointment by calling 303-993-9132. A Shaving Grace also welcomes walk-ups, so if you see an open chair, step right in. The barbershop is open Sunday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., making it easier than ever to look good on the fly. I'm Ruby Jones. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. I'll see you next time.